In a peaceful village, there lived a boy named Yoda, intelligent and full of ambition. However, he had a habit of talking too much about his plans and dreams. From studies to career and personal goals, Yoda loved sharing with everyone. He believed that doing so motivated him and earned him admiration. His friends admired his enthusiasm, his family was proud, and his teachers encouraged him. But despite all the talking, Yoda struggled to turn his dreams into reality. He gradually realized that just talking wasn't enough. Action was the key. One day, Yoda met a sage named Rishabh at the village temple. Rishabh had noticed Yoda often speaking loudly about his future plans. That day he called Yoda over and asked, "You always talk about your dreams, but how much have you achieved?" Yoda hesitated, as although he had set many goals, he hadn't achieved anything significant. He sighed and said, "I've tried, but things never seem to work out." Rishabh smiled kindly and replied, "Let me tell you a story." Rishabh began telling the story of a farmer named Arjun, who achieved great success through perseverance and a unique principle, keeping his plans silent. Long ago, in a small village, there lived a poor farmer named Arjun. He always dreamed of growing the best crops in the region. But unlike others, Arjun had a special rule. He never spoke about his plans. Every day, while others gathered and chatted in the village square, Arjun silently worked in the fields. He studied the soil, experimented with new farming methods, and worked tirelessly from dawn until dusk. When people asked, "What are you trying to do?" Arjun simply smiled and said, "You'll see when the time is right." Years passed, and while other farmers complained about poor harvests, Arjun's fields were filled with healthy, lush crops. His yield surpassed everyone else's, astonishing the entire village. Finally, when a curious neighbor asked about his success, Arjun gently replied, "I choose to act rather than talk. Silence helps me focus and turn my dreams into reality." Rishabh continued his story and explained to Yoda the lesson Arjun had learned. He said, "When you talk too much about your plans, two things happen. First, not everyone will be happy for you. Some may even discourage you. Second, when you talk too much, your mind tricks you into thinking you've already achieved something, causing you to lose the real motivation to act." Yoda listened intently, reflecting on Rishabh's words. He realized that by talking too much about his dreams, he had wasted energy and lost motivation. He wondered, is it too late to change? Rishabh smiled and replied, "It's never too late. From today, speak less and act more. Let your success make the noise, not your words." Yoda felt a renewed sense of hope and determination to change. From that day on, Yoda decided to change his approach to life. He stopped talking too much about his plans and focused on action. He began studying harder, working more efficiently, and no longer sought recognition from others. He dedicated his time to researching and developing the necessary skills to achieve his goals without explaining them to anyone. As months went by, Yoda began to see noticeable changes. He achieved more, his confidence grew, and he no longer felt the need for validation from others. When the results of the final exams were announced, Yoda had topped the class, leaving his friends and teachers amazed at his transformation. Yoda smiled and remembered Rishabh's words, "Be silent and let your success speak." Yoda became a renowned engineer, known for his innovative and groundbreaking designs. His story about silence and action inspired many. Yoda always shared the important lesson he had learned. Success doesn't come from talking a lot, but from taking action. He proved that if you keep working hard and remain silent about your goals, the results will speak for themselves. Yoda's story reminded everyone that silence is a powerful ally, helping to protect plans and focus on the goal. Ultimately, success doesn't need words. Only actions and results matter most.